Hi, Dave.
Hi,
Congratulations on getting through. I guess you're probably quite surprised to be sitting in front of us right now doing this.
yeah, I was 2-0 down, 2-1 down there with 2-all, and he's got 7 darts, not much. But in my head, the bags are backed, ready for home. But a little bit of pressure, that's what it is. Pressure, darts for him, and he missed. And to be fair, I still had a lot of pressure to hit that double 10 because my doubles weren't the best today.
Does this make you think when you do go back to your hotel room tonight and not your own bed that this might be another chance for you this year in this tournament?
Yeah, I think when I go to bed tonight and when I wake up in the morning, instead of walking out with my suitcase, I'll be walking to Roger's room getting a new shirt to wear for tomorrow night.
Okay. And do you actually feel this gives you a boost? Having been thought you're gone, does it actually give you a bit more of a more belief that you maybe the name's on the trophy?
I'm not thinking about the name on the trophy. I'm just taking one game at a time like I did tonight, but I certainly got to get off better than I did tonight. I wasn't that good. I was getting off like a 38, maybe 46 there, and a 36. But the other night I was getting off on 60s. That's got to improve. The scoring was okay, but it weren't as good as he is. He was relentless, and his nickname says it. He was brilliant, and I just got lucky really.
And just finally, if you were to have one bad match in the tournament, that might have been it.
Yeah. Listen, I'll go back to him tonight, and I'll just think, have a little think what I was doing wrong up there, but I felt good up there, but I kept, instead of throwing my darts, I was flicking them in. Instead of throwing them in, and in the last set when I got 2-2, throw your darts at the double and not flick. Because when they flick low, and you can see it when it goes into the board, it flicks like that. And then that's where you have to change and move around, and I just like staying at one double, that double top. But I can't believe I'm still in that today, so I'm just over the moon.
Good stuff. Well, listen, congratulations and thanks for your time.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Cheers.
Dave, congratulations, a great comeback win. Do you feel like your experience was crucial there and that Ryan just kind of realised a bit where he was towards the end?
To be fair, if he chose his double in right, well, he went for the tops. If he hit the 8, left him whatever it were, he left 32, he probably, or double 8, he'd probably won that game easily. But he actually went for the tops, and he missed them and missed the 10s, and he just let me in, and I think I'm going to get by my pint that for tonight. Just to rub it in a little bit.
We've seen it before where players have survived match darts and gone on to win tournaments. Obviously, Peter Wright, the World Championship, stands out. Do you think that could potentially happen this week?
Listen, 10 years, like I said, 10 years ago, I played Alan Tavern, the first ever Grand Prix. It was 1-1, 2-2, and I missed 13 match darts, so win 2-1. And he went through, and that tonight, it should have been the same way for him, where he's missed, was it 7 match darts, and I've just luckily got a chance and hit that double 10. And to be fair, double 10 is not my best double ever, and I just kept calm. And I didn't feel nervous going for it. It went right in. So that's how I can say. And the last set was just, I think it was on his mind that he missed, and I just took full advantage.
And it's Joe Cullen or Johnny Clayton in the quarterfinals. That a closely matched game there. Just your thoughts on that one, either way?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and watch that game now. It was 2 great dart players who are playing at the top of the game at the moment. So tomorrow night could be another thriller.
Excellent, thanks, Chase. Well played tonight.
Cheers.
Just one from me, Dave. Is this proof more than anything that set play you can turn it around?
Yeah. I've always said that about with this set play and the format of this and the double in, double out. It's always going to be harder. But every time I looked at 32 of these was in, and he always went treble 19, and I'm like, give us a break here, because I don't think I played that bad. I just didn't get off. So maybe if I got off a little bit better, I might have put pressure on him to miss that 32 if I got better.
Yeah.
But I didn't. But I got a lucky win tonight, and I'm going to take full advantage of it.
Yeah. Sure, last year, obviously, you made the final. You probably weren't in the greatest of form before the tournament. Similar story this year. You don't come in with particularly great form, but you're turning up. Is there anything about the Grand Prix?
I just think it's a leveler for everybody. If you get off and score well, you should, and it 8 doubles at the end, you should be winning easily. You should be winning if they don't get off. And like I said, I'm just stood behind Ryan tonight, and his nickname's Relentless. I know why. He was brilliant, and in a way, I do feel sorry for him not getting through, but I'm so happy that I'm through. But he is my mate as well.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dave, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers.
I suppose, Dave, round one, I suppose probably the performance of round one for you, highlight encounter. I suppose there this evening, you must have felt you must have used 8 of your 9 lives in order to still be here in this sort of tournament there this evening. But obviously, you've had that sort of blip there tonight. You got through it, and you'll be looking to carry the form from round one now into the quarterfinal.
Yeah, even keep the scoring going. The scoring was not too bad, but it wasn't as high as his because he kept hitting that 20 so consistently. But I just dug in, and when I got a chance to hit my doubles, I hit it. Like in set 2, I was 2-0 down in set 2 and I got 2-2. But I should have won one of the legs early on, and I missed a double 8 and double 4. That changes the game as well. But I went off on the break, and I come back. I'm thinking, all they want to do now is go up and try and get this next set on my own throw. And I did. And I think I was a little bit lucky in that set, but I got it. And then the third, fourth set, he just gave it me, and I hit that double 10. I thought, I thought I was gonna win it then.
You mentioned that you thought you were going to win it, Dane, and could you see the reaction and the devastation on him? Or he's not really good to show his emotions, really, Ryan. He keeps them to himself. But at that time, we could see technically he couldn't keep it in the emotions. And I suppose you probably said yourself here, match point here once you claim that sort of fourth set, because it's very hard to come back from that and try and get your emotions in check for a final deciding set.
Yeah, it is. It is. I've done it loads of times. I've had that to me, but I could see his reaction when I won the first leg of the 5th set. I could see him every time he threw the dart ball. He could walk back. His head was like that, shaking his head, and I thought, I'm going to take full advantage of that. That's what I did. But still, you never know in a game with that. So that final double, and when that final double went in, that word was mostly relieved.
And I suppose, Dave, in terms of tonight now, will this actually do you the world of good? In terms, I know you had a good first round. You would like to have repeated the first round performance, but coming through a scare there tonight as well, I suppose. It's no harm to go through a scare and come through it, come out the other side of it. And obviously, it sort of gives that situation where you're in, where you might your back might be against the wall in future rounds, and you have been through that scenario now, so you won't be undaunted or unfazed going into the business end of the competition.
Yeah, to be fair, I've always said I've always talked to my manager and said one thing about me, I'll never give up, never give in. I won't throw darts away. I've seen a lot of people like when they're not getting off and that they throw the darts away. Some of them, I don't do that. I just keep me focused, and if I get a shot, even though I should have been knocked out, you've got to take it. If you don't take that double 10, I'd have been out. Well, I should have been out really, but I just can't talk about that game because he played brilliant, and that's all I can say. He played brilliant, and I was a lucky boy. But
I suppose.
I'll learn from that tonight.
I suppose, Dave, lastly for me, we mentioned your opponents are on later on. I suppose they both bring sort of two different sort of characteristics as well to the way they sort of play. And I suppose in terms of tonight's matchup as well, there's no real time to, obviously your homework is what you see there tonight, basically.
Yeah, I'm going to watch the game because it's two great dart players playing darts tonight. Them two, Joe and Johnny. I played Johnny last week and he beat me 6-5 in a thriller. And no matter who I get out of them two, tomorrow night is going to be, again, a good thriller for everybody to watch at home.
Dave, on that note, best of luck, and hopefully we'll be talking to you again after the next round. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.